Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It is me, your girl, Goddess of Love and Truth Reacts, coming to you with another video reaction upload. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber or viewer, welcome back. All of you guys' support is greatly and truly appreciated. If you have not subscribed to the channel as of yet, be sure to click that subscribe button, click that bell notification for all so that you never miss an upload. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, and leave your comments down below. All right, you guys, y'all know what time it is. However, before we get into that, just want to do a friendly reminder to let you guys know that I am going to start reacting to some newer content on this channel that I have not reacted to before. I do more reactions than just Country Wayne and Beyond the Gates. If you go look at some of my previous videos, you will see different types of reaction reviews on my channel. But I did recently react to something new on the channel today. So after you guys get through looking at this video, please go and check out this video I'm about to mention to you guys. Tell me what y'all think about it. Is this something y'all are interested in me reacting to? If you guys are interested, I'm going to react to it more. But if you guys are not interested, I'm going to still react to it, but just not as much as I do the Country Wayne and the Beyond the Gates. So go over. It is a comedy animation, and I did a reaction to it. The title of my video is called Work Office Shenanigans with Veronica. Too funny. And y'all, it is too funny. Y'all have to go and check that out. I left the link to their channel also in my comment section. That way you guys can go over there and check it out. Now the video that I did, the reaction I did, is like 33 minutes. The ones going forward is not going to be that long. I just wanted to do that so I can react to multiple ones so y'all can see the different things, different scenarios. So I'll be like reacting to maybe like one or two of their little skits each video that I do. So go over there and check out my reaction. It was uploaded today. The title of it is Work Office Shenanigans with Veronica. Too funny. All right, you guys, let's get into the video. And thank you guys so much for your support. It is greatly and truly appreciated. On the next episode of Beyond the Gates, Season 1, Episode 39. All right, you guys. So we start this episode off with Samantha and Chelsea. Look like they in the locker room somewhere at the country club. Look like maybe they just got through playing tennis or something. I'm not sure. They mentioned it, but I didn't quite hear it. You know, I was trying to get in here and get to the TV so I can see what was going on the going-ons of the Beyond the Gates. But yeah, they were sitting up there talking, and she was just telling her about her ideas and things of her that nature for as her company. And she asked her about, you know, school or something. I think she asked her what she did at school today or something, and they was talking about that. It wasn't anything of importance. So then we go here. Sorry, the antenna was messing up. Nicole and Ted, they are at the country club. They're doing different little meetings and stuff with different people. I think they had just met with, they didn't show this part, but they said they had just met with the event planners, the same two people that Eva had met with the other day. So she said that she told them that after this, that everything else, they need to contact Eva and reach out to Eva in regards to it. So he was like, okay, like that. And he was like, they can't wait. He's so ready for their anniversary and this and that, there and the other. So they were just, you know, reminiscing and just being in love, being the two lovebirds that they are, talking about their upcoming anniversary. So then we go here. Eva come in the house. Look like she brought her mom coffee. She came to the house. Her mom came out, And she showed her the dress, and Eva was like, where are you going with that dress? She was like, well, this is not my dress. My dress is, the reveal is going to be a secret. She said, this, my dear, is your dress. And she was like, for what? She was like, well, you have to, she said, you can't go to their party looking like how you normally do, looking at like your old self, baby. I would have said, like, excuse me, because if anything, you trying to insult the way that I look, honey. You know, she just could have said that I want to doll you up or something. Her choice of words could have been better, okay? So Eva said, you spent $1,000 on a dress for one night? And her mom was like, yeah. She said, so you used that money Ted gave you to leave for that? And she was like, yeah, there's more money to come more money to come from where that came from. So she thinks. She is so delusional. She is delulu for real. This woman is psycho, okay? So Eva was like, she not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? She not feeling the dress or whatever. And her mom telling her once again, you getting too close to them. You need to get back on this side. I'm your mom. You need to listen to what I'm saying. Pretty much. She wasn't saying those exact words, but that's pretty much what she was saying. So then we go to Kat and Tomaz. They are at the Bill law firm. They at Bill Hamilton. I often say Bill Ted. They at Bill Hamilton's law firm, and Kat brought him some coffee, looked like. So he was, telling her thank you. So she ended up showing him the video of what he missed the night before because he didn't go to the family karaoke. And as they're listening to it, here come Bill and Waterhead. No, let me not call her that because I like Haley. I don't like her on here, but I think she's very beautiful. And now that I know that she's on Country Wayne, I did go back and look at some of those Country Wayne skits, so I like her on the Country Wayne skits too. So Haley, she is so pretty. She is. I was like, why they got her being this person, this home wrecker? But hey, it's a soap opera. It is what it is, honey. Rock it, honey. So anyway, they came in and Bill was like, what is that y'all listen to? He already knew. He heard Anita Dupree voice. He already know what time it is or whatever. So she was like, she said, what happened last night at the family karaoke or something, she said. And then he was like, and then she said, and my Aunt Danny, she was in there having fun or whatever. So Bill and Haley kind of looked like, look at Haley, look how he looking too. They like, and see, oh yeah, she's showing them the phone. I didn't even realize that she turned it around and showed them, make sure that they saw that Aunt Danny was in there getting her boogie on. Danny was doing her thing, child. So, baby, then Andre pops up over Danny's house, and Danny was like, what are you doing here? I didn't summon you. Let me find out. Let me find out. She said summons him. I really love them together. I hope that they become a couple for real. Like, okay? Like, I really, really love them together. They have great chemistry. He really, really care about her. And she needs somebody like that cares about her. And he's truly genuine with his feelings. You see how he was getting mad at his Uncle Ted when he found out Ted was a cheater too, but then he calmed down, but he really despises Bill for being a cheater, and he really despised Bill for doing what he did to Danny girl here. So next thing you know, they lip locking, honey, they kissing. Oh, before they lip locking, he was like, he told, because, she said, I didn't summon you or whatever. And then he was like, oh, I can't just come check on you and see how you doing or whatever. And he looked down at the glass on the table, and it had a clear liquid in it like that. So he looked, and she was like, picked it up, and she was like, and handed it to him. She was like, it's not vodka or gin, it's water, like that. And she gave it to him so he could believe it like that. So she was like, were you just coming to see like if I was sober or what? He was like, I trust you. He's like, I just wanted to check on you, and make sure. So she was like, well, I do appreciate it. She said that, he gave her a real butt kicking the other day, so she's not gonna be drinking anymore or whatever. She was like, she got the message. His butt kicking is understood or whatever. But she said that before, that she wasn't gonna drink. But hopefully she is for real this time. So then we go here to I was about to tell y'all the other stuff. I'll be telling y'all stuff before I get to it. So then we go here and Anita and Vernon is at the pub, and she's wondering why he's there. And he was like, he had this guy was supposed to come. So she was like, he set up a business meeting like that. And then he was like, well, no, I mean, he just knew we was gonna happen to be here, so he just happened to stop by. And she was like, what? So she was saying he was late, so she was ready to go and she was getting ready to leave. So we go back to Bill Hamilton office or whatever, and Kat, she looking real smug or whatever because she liked the fact that she showed them that Danny was on the stage getting her boogie on or whatever. So they decided, they finna go to work or whatever. Bill storms, well, Haley left first and Bill storms out, and he was like, good day, Kat. And he was like, Tomaz, I need you in my office now. And she was like, oh, did I get you in trouble with your boss? So she ended up leaving. Then we go back here. Eva mom is still lecturing her, telling her pretty much get her head up out in the cold and butt or whatever. That wasn't her exact words or whatever. But, y'all know how she do. She manipulates Eva, and she steady talking about this night. And when the night comes, she was like, everybody is going to envy you. She's like, you're going to be able to get up there and tell your story. I want you to look beautiful in your dress while you're telling your story and this and that, there, and the other. So I'm like, wait a minute. I thought she was supposed to go and put it out there about what what her and Ted did or whatever. Now you're talking about Eva is gonna tell everybody. Like, no, ma'am. If I was Eva, if she can't stop her mama, baby, you know what I would do? I would play dumb as a doorknob. You hear me? I would be like, even though Eva know that that's her mom and she know that she not adopted and that's what the story they telling each other. I mean, not adopted. She took her in. That's the story that they telling everybody. Baby, if I was Eva, I would stick to it. I was like, well, she always told me that. You know what I'm saying? As a child growing up, I always thought my mom passed and that she just took me in. You know what I'm saying? And I would play dumb about all of it. I wouldn't know that she talked to this lady to get Eva that job. I play dumb like she never told me that Ted was my daddy. Baby, when I tell you, baby, she would, especially if she haven't changed her heart. You know what I'm saying? Because she is having to change her heart and she don't want to do it like that. So, baby, she can let it come out or whatever, but I promise you, I will be dumbfounded to all of it, baby. You're going to go down by yourself. Cause she crazy. She is psycho. She's psycho. So Nicole on the phone. I think that's when she was telling them to make sure that they check with Eva or whatever. They was getting like last minute preps or whatever. So everything else they need to go through Eva. So here's the man. He showed up, and do y'all recognize him? Remember, I was like, I don't know who this guy is. I thought he was another journalist or whatever because he was over there talking to Smitty. Well, he is a talent agent. So she didn't know that's who was coming, but now she see who he is and she know who he is. Then all of a sudden, then Vernon get up and greet him or whatever, and then Vernon was like, "Oh yeah, well he want to talk to you," and he was like, "Oh darn, I got a call like that." He said, "This, this a business call. I got to take this or whatever." Child, and tiptoe away. She looking at him like, I know you lying. I know you effing lying. You ain't got no call. You set me up. He walked right on, smooth off, okay? So they sitting here talking, and he was, telling her how he enjoyed her performance and this and that, there and the other, and he want to book her. He want her to open up her own show. He was like, your fans miss you. We love your voice. He was like, one thing that I regret, I don't think he said he regret, but he said his wife probably felt some type of way. He said, is that you was the last thing on my mind when I went to bed last night. I was like, let me find out you told your wife that. He was like, your voice is so amazing. He said, you didn't miss a beat. He was like, everything. She was like, no, that was karaoke. She was like, that was not a performance like that. She said, we didn't rehearse or nothing. He said, and that was even better. It's like you never missed a step. You know what I'm saying? You didn't need the rehearsal. Like, y'all were great. So he was telling her that he wanted her to, you know, do a solo show or whatever. And he was telling her how it was going to be packed and how they going to sell out the place and telling her what the place is. And she was like, no. And then she was like, she had fun because she had her daughter and her granddaughter on the stage. He was like, well, we can book them too. You know what I'm saying? They can come up there and they can perform with you as well. He said, but the people want to hear you. Long as we get you and you're front and centered like that. So first she was telling him no, and he kept being persistent. So she was like, she'll think about it. She gonna see or whatever. So then we go back here to Samantha and Chelsea. And Chelsea was like, Samantha was like, oh my God, you created these designs out of napkins. So I guess they were looking at it. I think it was, she said napkins or tissue paper, paper towel, something, one of the two. So she was like, yeah, she was like, oh my God, you are really, really talented. So they was looking at different designs or whatever. So next thing you know, here come Kat. She was like, oh, is this where you guys were hiding it? And Samantha looked, she said, we're hiding? Like that. She looked at Chelsea like, what we hiding for? Or whatever. And then she was like, do you care to tell her? And then she didn't want to say nothing. And Samantha was like, okay, am I a part of this or not? You know, like spill the tea. So then they told her what it was, that Chelsea don't want her mom to work with them or whatever. And Kat was giving all her reasons as to why she should. So then we go back here to these two, and she opened up to him. Danny opened up to Andre, and he is the only person other than the other lady, I forgot her name already, Curtis, I think her name was something Curtis or whatever, but the lady that she was opening up the that want her to go in business, having a modeling agency. So she told him that the lady presented the offer or whatever. She said, we're thinking about doing it. She was like, I just thought about how after I stopped modeling, my life has been about everybody else. You know, she was like, it was never something that I did on my own. It was me and Bill, or me and Chelsea, or me and Naomi, or me and this person, and me and that person, or me and this company, and me and this group. It's never been something I have on my own. But I was like, technically, if you go in business with that lady, it's still not by yourself. You know what I mean? It's you and her or whatever. But she ain't looking like that, and I ain't about to crash her parade. Honey, do your thing, Danny. We are rooting for you, okay? We're rooting for, don't let us down like how Amber is, because Amber on the Country Wayne's Kids, we done with her. But anyway, this ain't about them. So she let him know, and he was like, oh, that's great. He was like, that's a great idea. He think that's good for her, and he thinks she should do it, because she said she hadn't decided as of yet. She haven't told the lady yes or no. And he was like, I think you should do it. I think you should go for it. See, and he always back her up and everything. I love that for them. So we get back here. Eva was getting ready to leave because she had got a text message, and she told her mom, she was like, well, I gotta go. She was like, well, she said, well, where are you going? She was like, that's the caterers. I gotta meet with them about the cake or whatever. She said not the caterers, the event planners, and she got to meet them at the bakery about the anniversary cake. So she was like, okay, or whatever. But of course she didn't believe it. So then she gonna dangle her keys at Eva, tell her to go get something out her car or whatever. And Eva was like, mom, you know I gotta go, like that. And she was like, well, I don't have on any clothes. She was like, that's the least you could do. She was like, you run for Nicole. She was like, you want me to go out like this? She was like, if you, long as you standing here, you're taking more time. She said, you could have been down there and back, like by now or whatever. So she was like, oh, whatever. But I knew she was trying to get in her phone, and that's exactly what she did. She picked up Eva's phone, checking the message, and the message was not from the event planner. It was from Nicole. So if y'all could see it, it says, Nicole said, drop what you're doing and join me at the club, ? And then how is that a question? But she put a question mark. If anything, you just told her that. And she said, we need to whittle down the guest list. See you soon. And Eva said, see you there. So now her mom know that she lied, and she's not going to meet with the event planners, and she's not going to the bakery. She's actually going to meet up with Nicole. So then we go here, and Bill telling Tomaz that he think he will make a good partner or whatever. So Tomaz was like, oh, okay. So at first we thought Tomaz was gonna get put under the fire because of what Kat had just said. Kat had asked him something about her aunt Dan and them or something. He agreed with her or whatever, and that's why Bill was like, Tomaz, he was like, well, good day to you, Kat, and Tomaz in my office now or whatever. So that's what he presented him with, and y'all know it's always a twist with Bill. So yeah, he told him that, you know, he looking towards him to become partner to take over Mike part, you know, because they put Mike out the business for his harassment or whatever. So he was like, okay, in this one condition, he was like, you know, the women that we did the settlement with, he was like, yeah, he was like, oh, and that's what I think that's what it was. They was talking about the settlement, and Bill didn't like the comment about the settlement, and that's when he told Tomaz to come in there. So anyway, back to this. So he told Tomaz, he was like, yeah, the women, he was like, you know, they had this group, and he was like, they are in charge of some of, you know, they have a say so in the hiring or whatever. He said, so I want to put you in the group with them or whatever. And Tomaz was like, oh, sure, yeah. Tomaz was loving it at first, drinking his coffee. He was like, yeah, I could do that. He loving the fact about Bill looking at him to be a partner. And then he loved that Bill is wanting him to work with the ladies or whatever. And then he said, I want you to tell me everything they do, everything they say, report back to me, everything. And he was like, wait, what? Like that. So he wasn't liking that part. He didn't think that you was, you know, he was finna do that. So Tomaz is not feeling that, right? So then we go back to the country club. First, it was just Eva and Nicole, and then Ted came in. So they sitting down, they talking about the anniversary party or whatever. And then Nicole ended up leaving. So Ted stayed, and he was like, Eva, I need you to do me a favor. He was like, I ordered this piece of jewelry. I forgot what type of jewelry he said it was, but he ordered some jewelry for Nicole for their anniversary. And he said that he gave the people, the jeweler, Eva's number because he don't want the people calling him if they need something or whatever. And he had, what if he around Nicole and he had to answer their call? So he was like, you know, I'm gonna give y'all Eva number. He was like, is that cool with you? She was like, yeah, fine. She was like, you trust me with that? He was like, yeah, why not? Like that. So Eva she just falling head heels in love with them. And but they nice people, you know what I'm saying? Well, they cool. I'm not saying they whole family. Well, I guess they seem like it, but we all know they got some hidden skeletons or whatever. But anyway, she loved them. You know what I'm saying? She liked being around. So, baby, they showed the door, and I was like, watch your mama walk through that door, baby. And if this woman in this poodle wig done came to the damn country club, child, and there she go, honey. Psychedelic. So then we go back. They still having a conversation. He's trying to convince her to do it. And again, telling her she's great and this and that, there and the other. And look at Vernon in the background. He looking. He ain't been more on no business call than the man on the moon. He just watching to see, you know, how Anita is going to react to everything. So then you can see right here, that's the dude in the corner right there. He leaving. And Anita, she like thinking about it. And she like, I know my husband did this. And you see him, Vernon, in the background right there, giving the dude, he was giving him the fist and the thumbs up saying like, good job. Oh, crap. Hold on, y'all. All right, I sure hope that don't mess up the video, okay? Because we're not finna edit this video. I've been editing all day and working all day. I've been multitasking. But anyway, so he gave him the thumbs up and the, you know, the fist up in the air telling him good job. So then here he go on his way over there to the table to see what his wife had to say. So she was like, yeah, you set me up. You did that or whatever. And so he was like, she kept telling him she not making her decision because she don't know if she want to do that. She don't think she's ready. And she was like, but my voice. And she was like, she just have so many things that she concerned about that, you know, she don't think that she should go back into that. She was like, that's my past and I want to leave it there. And he was like, but honey, I hear you sing all the time. He was like, your voice sound amazing. He said it sounds just like it sounded in the past, like that. He was like, and I just adore hearing you. And I feel like we should share it with the world. You know what I'm saying? Share with other people or whatever. So he like, are you scared? He like, I've never known you to be scared. So she said she was terrified. And then that's when he, you know, talking and building into her, letting her know like, baby, you got this. And basically what I just said, telling her that her voice is better. She is seasoned and it's better than even what it was before, but she's staying like she did before, but even better. Like, baby, you know how you get better with time. So we go back here. And Tomaz is like, what? You want me to do what? And he was like, yeah. He was like, I want you to tell me everything. He said, this is my company. And I need to know everything that go down. Baby, look how he mad and yelling at. I was like, baby, who you yelling at? Okay, first of all, hold on, Papi. And then she come in and she heard him, so she didn't let them know that she was there. So she's standing there and she's listening to Bill or whatever, and she's not feeling it. But you know how she do. So then we go back here or whatever. And Kat tells him, well, she was like, well, call me and let me know once you make up your mind or whatever. She was like, I have to go and see my boyfriend. And Samantha was like, what? Is he cute? What does he look like? Who's your boyfriend? And she was like, Tomaz, and yes, he's cute, da 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 da, or whatever. So Chelsea asked Samantha what she think. Oh, I think it was afterwards. I don't know if I have a picture of it, but if I do, then we'll just skip over it. But Kat went ahead and left, and Chelsea was like, what do you think? She was like, well, she was like, I got my dad's or whatever, and we don't always see eye to eye either. She said, but like me and Terrell, we think about the times where we didn't have family. And she was like, but if it was, she named two people. She said, if it was them, would you jump to have them to come and be the marketing, the chief marketer? And she was like, yeah. So she was like, but your mom has more clout than them, so why wouldn't you choose her? And then she was like, you make a point. She was like, we didn't always have family. She was saying something to that nature. So now that they have family, they love it and they cling to it. So, use what you got. You know what I'm saying? So Chelsea was like, okay, well, I guess you're right or whatever. So the young baby speaking wisdom into her older cousin. So then we go back to Danny and her boo thing, Andre. So Danny, normally Andre is the photographer taking pictures. Danny is taking pictures of him. I couldn't show y'all the pictures because, baby, they was getting spicy. But I got one that I snuck in right here. I was like, okay, this one won't hurt. Let me get it back off the screen. I don't want YouTube to get me. But baby, they was getting spicy, baby. She was like, look at me like you want me. He like that. He was like, I don't know how not to look at you like I want you, baby. Baby. All right, Andre. Baby, it's hard for him to look at her any other kind of way, because every time he look at her, he want her, baby. Haunted child. Child. Woohoo! Go ahead, Andre. So then we got Nicole and Eva. Boy, I don't know why I be calling Eva Cat, child. But we got Nicole, Eva, and Ted at the table. They're, having a little lunch, brunch, or whatever it is, and then they talking, making, finalizations as far as the guest list and things of that nature. Still talking about the thing. So Eva was like, okay, I need to go check with the front desk of something that they had just mentioned. So when she go up there, she didn't even see her mama, you know what I'm saying? Because she got that wig on, so she wasn't paying attention. She was like, hello, and she was like, what are you doing here? Then she grabbed her by her arm and pulled her over to the side. She was like, I told you about popping up here and this and that, there, and the other. And she was like, why are you here? She said, why did you say you was going to a bakery? I was like, see, baby, you see, why don't trust your mama, honey? She went through your phone. How else did she know you was there? But she didn't say that she knew she was there. She did say that she thought she was going to be at a bakery. Why was she there? She lied and said that she came there for a job interview because they was hiring. She said, funny thing is, she said the last job you had here, you got fired. She said, yeah, but funny thing is, I don't know why. We don't know why, or they don't know why. But the old manager that was here that fired me, he ended up getting fired suspiciously. So that means she had something to do with it, child. So Eva was like, you need to leave. You need to get out of here now, but you ruin this or whatever. That's how always what she tried to say when, her mama doing stupid stuff. So then we go back to the office, and she make herself known or whatever. And so Bill tell Tomaz that's all or whatever. So Tomaz leaving or whatever. So then they start talking, and she tell Bill, she was like, you sent this email. I think she said it was like a college fund or whatever. She was like, we don't even know if we're pregnant or not yet. You know what I'm saying? And you already sitting in this. He was like, well, I just want you to know that, if we do have a baby, they're going to be set. We're going to have, he was like, even though we don't have to set this up to the side because we're financially stable and we got it like that. He was like, but I just wanted you to know that I'm in this with you. And I was like, child, listen to him. So she was like, okay. So then she was like, well, I'm sorry that I interrupted your meeting with Tomaz. He was like, no, that was fine. We was done. She was like, Bill, I heard what you said, like that. But she didn't get no attitude. She just, I heard what you said. And he was like, what? Like, then he popped his stuff on her or whatever. She was like, I'm just saying now that even though it's a possibility that I may be pregnant, she was like, I look at things differently. She was like, I was on board with you with the mic thing or whatever. She was like, but I don't feel right about this, like that. She said, I am a woman. She said, and what if our child is a daughter, is a girl? We'll have a daughter. Like, don't you want to do right by women? Don't you want people to do right by your daughters or whatever? He was like, yeah. He was like, that's why I want Tomaz in there. It's not about trying to do wrong. He said, I need to know everything that's going on in the company. His whole tone and demeanor changed, but you heard how he said it the first time, so take him at what you heard the first time. But he telling her that he just want to make sure that they're straight and they're taken care of. But baby, that ain't what he was saying, and you ain't heard it that way, and that ain't the way Tomaz took it either. So baby boo, whatever, child. But yeah, he popped it on her, child, like how Anthony be popping it on Amber, honey. I'm gonna stop comparing them. So they still having this conversation. She tell her she need to leave or whatever. So she ended up walking out. Well, she had literally just walked out, and then boom. Oh no, shoot. She had literally walked out, and then right after she walked out, she wasn't even at the door good enough. Nicole and Ted came. Like when Eva turned around and started walking off, they were like, was everything good? Did you check with them? She was like, like that. And they were like, she was like, you all right, Eva? She was like, yeah, you just startled me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't, expect you to be there. So you startled me. Yeah. And then so Nicole was like, she was finna go outside. So Eva stopped her from going because she didn't want her to go out there and run into her psycho crazy mama, right? So then Ted was like, Eva, can I see you? He was like, I need to show you something or whatever. So him and Eva walked off, and Nicole is still sitting there, and then in comes Psycho Lady or whatever, and she see Nicole, but she act like she didn't see Nicole, so she walked past her and went back over there to the desk or whatever. Oh yeah, and Ted had said that they came to check on Eva because the people that worked there said that Eva was having an issue with somebody outside, which was her mom or whatever. So they went and told Nicole and them, child. But anyway, so she walked past Nicole at play like she didn't see Nicole and went over there to the desk. And then we'll get back to that because I thought that was going to come up. So they would go back to Bill and Haley, and her hair is beautiful too. Their outfit is cute. I don't like the back out at the office. Y'all know how I feel. If y'all watch the Country Wayne skits, y'all know how I feel about dress code and the workplace. I mean, I just feel like it's a time and a place for everything. That outfit is cute. Even with the back out, it's cute, but that's unprofessional to be at a law firm with your back out like that, baby. All her back was out, but the outfit is cute though, honey. It's cute. And if she would have had the back out, baby, that would be the bomb for the office, okay? But anyway, he done popped that stuff on her, so she like, okay, or whatever. So, oh yeah, then we go here. I forgot about this. We go here, Tomaz and Kat meet up at the pub, and she was like, I'm sorry, did I get you in trouble with Bill or whatever? And he was like, no, actually, he said that he interested in making me partner. So she said they was finna, no. Tomaz said that they was gonna get dessert like that. And she was like, oh, dessert. She was like, dessert before we eat? That mean I got you in trouble. Then that's when he told him no. He actually was interested, telling me he interested in me becoming partner or whatever, and was asking how I felt about it. And she was like, what, Tomaz? That is great. And she was like, forget the dessert. We need to celebrate with a bottle of champagne. And then when she said that, he kind of started looking some type of way after she turned around, because he don't want to celebrate with champagne like that, because Bill want him to be a partner, but with stipulations. Like, if you don't do what I tell you to do with these women, then you're not gonna make partner. So if anything, he enticing him, and I feel like he only enticing him because of the things Kat said while she was there. So he gonna make Tomaz to be a bad person. That's what he pretty much finna do. Either you gonna do what I tell you to do, or you gonna not make partner. You probably ain't gonna even be here. Or you gonna get on board and you gonna be like us, and I'm gonna make them hate you too. Like, boy, Bill is a hot mess, honey. So then, oh yeah, so dang, I can't go back to them. So I started to say it then, but I thought I had another picture of them when when she was taking those pictures of Andre or whatever, Chelsea had text, and she was like, "Oh my God!" She was like, "Chelsea is about to come over here." She said it was something important that she wanted me to talk about, like that. And he was like, "So should I stay like that?" And then she said, "Oh, you want to make what we got going on public?" He was like, "I don't mind." He said, "If that's what you want to do like that," he said, "It's up to you." He said, "If you want me to stay, I'll stay." He was like, "If you want me to leave, I'll leave. If you want me to stay and stay put away until she leave, and then I could do that too." He was like, "Whatever you want, I want." He like, "Whatever you need, I got it." Baby. Okay, come through, Andre. I love Andre for Danny. I really, really do. They have great chemistry. When I tell you they can act their butt off, because you would think that they in a whole relationship in real life, baby. I love them two together. So I don't know what he ended up doing. I don't know if he left, if he back in another room somewhere or whatever, but he disappeared. So is that a camera on the table? Wait. Or is that a design? I would say he probably still there. Okay, no, that's not a camera. I would say he probably is still there because it's camera there. So anyway, he disappeared somewhere. He probably, hopefully he's still there. I hope he ain't gone. So Chelsea come over, and Danny was like, "So what is it? What do you want to talk to me about?" And Chelsea smiling, she's happy. She done got dressed. Baby, I told y'all they get dressed fast, because she was just in her tennis outfit or whatever, just like how Nicole would. Baby, they be on it. I know for real that they say cut, and they probably don't do that scene to the next day or whatever. I know, y'all. I'm just saying. But the way they make it in here, baby, they get from one place to the next place like zap. Like they teleport there and then change clothes and everything. So she was like, "So I want to bring something to your attention." So they're sitting down or whatever. And so she was like, "Well, I decided, we need a person that has these skills that, everybody know that, has all the clout or whatever." She was like, "Would you please join our business and be our chief marketing executive," or something she said like that. And then it was like, "Oh, Chelsea." She was like, "Oh my gosh, Chelsea." She was like, "I can't believe that you thought of me to be that or to do that for you." She was like, "Thank you very much." So Chelsea was smiling or whatever. She was like, "Thank you very much." Then she said, "But no, I can't do it." I knew she was gonna say that, because she already told Andre she interested in doing the modeling thing, and she had just said that she didn't want to be tied to somebody else again. It was once she stopped her career for her husband, it was always her and somebody else after that. So she wanted to, do her own thing. So when she said "thank you so much," and Chelsea was smiling, thinking she was saying yes and thank you or whatever, she said, "But no, I can't, baby." I said, "Look at Chelsea's face, child. Chelsea, you didn't want her to do it no way. Now you done got worked up. Now she done hurt your feelings." I think it's best for both of them. I think that Chelsea needs to do her own thing like she was doing, and not let Kat talk her into, bringing her mama aboard, because you already know how you and your mama work together or whatever. And just so y'all could keep y'all relationship how it is or whatever, you do your business, let your mama do her own thing. So boom. So Danny was like, "No." So then we go back here. And mind y'all, I told you she act like she didn't see Nicole. So she went over there, and Nicole was like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" Like that. And she came over there talking to her. She was like, I last time I saw you was the night of my banquet, and they said something that you had a problem with something or something like that." And so it went off. So we don't know. Oh, no. Before it went off, uh not Danny, her and Nicole and Liz was face to face, because Nicole had walked over there while she was talking. And so she had her phone in her hand. Oh, I think she got it in her hand now, acting like she don't see Nicole. But anyway, so she was like, when Nicole asked her that, she was like, "I'm glad that I see you." And she was like, "It's something that I need to tell you," like that. And she's like, "I don't know how to say this, but it's something I need to tell you," like, baby. And then it went off. I was like, "Child, I wonder what she finna tell Nicole, baby." Because I know you said that you was going to wait to the thing, but I feel like she's going to end up trying to throw Eva under the bus. So, because she crazy like that. So I feel like Eva need to just go on and distance herself, or go on and tell them, you know what I'm saying? Tell Ted. Tell one of them, you know what I'm saying? I would say tell Ted, so Ted can go on and tell Nicole or whatever, but I don't know. Or if she don't tell him when it all come out, I would play dumb. I was like, no, I always thought this woman just took care of me. I've never known her to be my biological mom. You know what I'm saying? She always told me that she took me in and my mom passed away. And I never knew who my dad was. She never told me that she thought Ted was my dad or she knew that Ted was my dad. Baby, when I tell you I would play her for Boo Boo the Fool, I would play her for Boo Boo the Fool. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Leave y'all comments down below. What did y'all think about this episode? Don't forget to go over to my other video. It was uploaded today. The title of it is Work Office Shenanigans with Veronica. Too funny. So make sure y'all go over there, check that out as well. Like the videos, share the videos, leave y'all comments down below. And if you have not subscribed as of yet, be sure to click that subscribe button, click that bell notification for all so that you never miss an upload. And as we say before we go, love, peace, and hair grease. Smooches. Bye. Happy Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Bye.